Hello, my name is Angelica Nova. I study sociology, and in fact, this is the last term of my career. I study at the National University of Colombia, but I live in Sweden. Here, I live with my partner and my son, who is 5 years old. And here, I work as a Spanish teacher and as an assistant in an old people home. Let's start. My presentation is about the globalization and its consequences in the social life, based on Zygmunt Bauman's approach. He is one of the most important sociologists nowadays. Bauman argues that the capitalist system has had two successions during its development. The first happened during the beginning of capitalism, when it escaped from the control of the monarchy and the religion. The second one is happening now. It's the phenomenon we know as globalization. Now, the economic forces have escaped from the politic and democratic control of the nation state. But let's explain this in details. The first succession was the birth of the capitalist system. As we know, in the Middle Age, the domestic activities and economic activities were in the same sphere. It means that people's houses were their homes and their place of work at the same time. So, with the progress of the economic activities, the two spheres separated and became independent. This transformation marked the decline of the monarchy and left the capitalist forces without political control. That was a time of incredible economic growth, but it also was a time of exploitation, misery, inequity, and social conflicts. At the beginning of the modern age, the nation state was created with the purpose of protecting the citizens against the excesses of the capitalist system. The nation state was the guardian of a democratic system based on human rights. The state had to guarantee the workers' right to a fair salary, good and healthy work conditions, social security, vacation, etc. We can say that the citizens found security in the state, as well as they found a community of belonging in the nation. But this situation has started changing. Capitalist forces have broken one more time the political control. In this second secession, the capitalism has escaped from the politic and democratic regulation of the nation state. In our globalization age, the market has global range, while the nation state's power is local. Consequently, the nation state cannot resolve the social problems which are generated by the penetration of the global capitals in the local activities, economies. The impact of the globalization process in the social life is transcendental. I will mention just two effects of the globalization in the social life: consumerism, digitalization of human relationships, and exclusion. Consumerism. Our globalization time brings new tendencies. People think that it's important to increase our capacity of consume because this is the way to get the happiness. Well, I totally disagree with that. In my opinion, the most important is decrease our consumption. It's the best for our economy and our planet. Of course, people, especially in a country as Colombia, need better salaries to have a higher level of life. But we have to think, what do a higher level of life mean? In my opinion, It means better work conditions. It means reduced stress in our work. It means social security. It means have free time activities, recreation, spend time with the family. In other words, it means that we work to live, but not to buy. We must bear in mind that the market is good at creating necessities. Many people look after happiness in the market, but the short satisfaction every shopping provides disappear quickly, and we continue looking after the evasive promise. Nowadays, people worry because wearing the last trend in the way is the wave of belonging. If they don't wear it, they wear out. But in fact, the feeling of liberty the market offers us is actually a prison. Digitalization of human relationships. The advantage of the new technologies are enormous. Nowadays, we can contact people in different countries, in other cultures, have information about what happens in faraway places in real time. But there are many risks too. We can, for example, lose our capacity of having a relationship face to face. With the social networks, we can start a friendship as easy as we can finish it, without pain or regret. Our children don't play outside anymore and discover the world. They see it through the screen. Finally, we can have thousands of friends in Facebook, but any of them can embrace us when we need it. Third, exclusion. In this globalized world, thousands of people are excluded from the benefits the new technologies and inventions offer us. They are not just people who live in the street. They are workers who lost their jobs due to a more flexible work market. Workers that was kicked out with any compensation or social security. Millions of employed people nowadays depend on the solidarity of their relatives to feed their families, and many of them end living in the street. This is a panorama of misery expanded over the entire world, and that contrasts with the luxury life of a minority. In conclusion, Bauman suggests that the only possible solution is to create a new global and political system in order to regulate the global capitalism. This is the new generation's challenge. Thank you for listening. Generation Challenge. Thank you for listening.